Hey, my sweet followers and clients, dear Empaths, HSPs. So does this resonate with you? That you want to confide in somebody and they turn their back on you, or they make you feel worse? They attack you in some way. Well, clearly this is a big red flag that you have to stay away from a person like this. Especially if they are supposed to support you, like a support person or your partner or your friend or family member, who is supposed to love you and care for you and all of that. So does this sound familiar? If it does, this message is definitely for you. What I want to record right now. So, I want you to remember that it's not your fault, that this happened, and I'm sorry that this happened to you. I've been there like a million times in my life, and it's just terrible. Because it's a big sign if somebody is pushing you away, not respecting you in any way, kicking you down when you're already down. For example, if you're having a panic attack, you're in panic, you're lonely, you're depressed, anxious, whatever, dealing with those heavy emotions by yourself, and you're looking for support from somebody who is supposed to support you, and they just do this. So yeah, it's a big red flag. And my advice is just, to step back as always. If a person is being toxic to you, just step back, take a deep breath, and, just let it go. Because there is no point in carrying that energy with you, because it's not yours, it's theirs once again, and it's toxic energy. So you don't need that. There's a big difference between who is an empath or a highly sensitive person and who is not, and who is toxic and who is a normal, balanced, smart person, And I'm sure you know about this, because as an empath or an HSP like me, as you've been through narcissistic abuse in your life, maybe bullying, maybe physical abuse like I did. If you have these experiences, then you have really felt this in your mind, in your body, in your soul, in your spirit. You've seen the effects in your life, and that is why you're here watching my videos and following my work and being my client, so that you can help yourself, to become empowered fully, because that is what you deserve. That is what you want, of course. I mean, life is supposed to be happy and joyful, not be dealing with toxic people all the time and being hurt. And I'm sure that you understand also that a toxic person or narcissistic person will always love to make you ashamed of yourself, because that is all they want, because they want to brainwash you, they want to control you, they want to put you down in any way possible, they want to gaslight you and manipulate you into being their slave, doing what they want you to do. And do you want this? Do you honestly want this? If you're dealing with this situation and wondering if you can get unstuck, or can you leave them, or whatever, I want you to remember that you can, and you have to, for your own lives and your own health's sake, your mental health's sake, because how much can you take? There's only a limit to what we can take as sensitive people, even though we are strong, but we don't deserve abuse. No. I personally believe that our big hearts and the fact that we are so caring and empathetic and joyful and positive at heart, those are the factors that we are so strong, that we can deal with many, many things. We can deal with things that seem too much. But at the same time, as we're sensitive, there are also, of course, those challenges, in our daily lives, to really be able to take care of ourselves authentically and listen to our bodies and be ourselves authentically without apology, taking care, being mindful of what our bodies, what our minds, what our souls go through in a day if things happen around us. So it's always our job, of course, to come back to our peace, come back to peace and love. But it's a process. But my message is strong for you today, that you cannot be living in shame and fear and guilt all your life. That is where I was. I was in that state most of my life. Ashamed of myself, afraid of toxic people, afraid of different things happening, worrying constantly, sometimes losing sleep. I didn't know how to take care of myself or anything like that because I had no tools while I was growing up. And I did not know like what I am and who I am and all of that. And so these are big factors why I'm here now sharing my message with you and speaking my truth honestly and straightforwardly and authentically without apology, being me, sharing my light and attracting my people, So if you're my person, you will definitely recognize yourself. Some people just lack compassion and understanding and empathy. They just don't have that within them, and it's not your fault. It's not our issue as empaths and HSPs to be carrying everybody's problems, everybody's issues and pain and worries, let alone a toxic person's. So I want you to remember as an empath or a highly sensitive person that you are valuable. You are enough just as you are, with all your flaws, with all your mistakes. You just need to love yourself and accept yourself the way you are and let go of trying to please everybody. Just be unapologetically and honestly, authentically you. Strive to be you, have your boundaries, and if you need help, I'm here for you. So book a call with me or grab one of my services on my services link and let's get to work.